welcome back to this next episode of Performative Female. And today I got a bit of creative thinking piece for you today. What if I was president? I came up with a mock list for an agenda that I would have if I was elected as president. You could kind of think of it as my campaign too, if I was to run. As y'all know, my birthday passed this past weekend. I am not 35, so obviously I'm not running anytime soon. But this is where my mind is if I had the power of the people in power. Without any further ado, now my first mission and goal, where I would make sure that I visit each state at least twice within the 4 years of a presidency. There's enough time to visit each state for at least a week, twice. I think it's really important to build a genuine connection with each state, their leaders, government officials, because I don't live in every single state. I need to understand what life is like there. And I need to build a connection with them because I'm running the whole country. I would visit all the major countries around the world at least once. There's so many, and with our own internal affairs, I'm not so sure how many countries I can actually get, but I would definitely hit up the most influential ones. And then if I have time that permits, hit the smaller ones too and build new relationships with those smaller countries so we can find a way to make the world united. Now, when I do say influential, I do mean rich and powerful, but we know that those can sometimes be a negative aspect of these influential powers. So I just use that term because I like that term better. I think travel opportunities is one of the biggest perks about being president. I mean, I have barely been anywhere. I've only been to 2 or 3 states aside from California, and I've never been out of the country. Being president would be great for my travel goals. The second thing is electric and solar power extension. So electric and solar power is the energy source of the future, right? We're running on fossil fuels, we're running on oils, and it seems like that is also somewhat limited. We can only create so much new as we're using, and that explains why the economy has just inflated those amounts so much. But if we can pull more of our needs and put them on solar power, then we are utilizing a power source that doesn't go extinct, right? If we can get everything solar paneled, everything solar power, then there's no risk of us running out of anything, because the only thing you run out of is daylight, right? And then you can charge excess and then just stop throughout the night. I mean, I think that's a reasonable workload. And by workload, I mean standard or rule. Actually, in Africa, it's common for them to not have electrical power in the night. It forces people to calm down during the night, stay inside, and it also reduces the amount of resources that is being used. I think that is a practice that America might be beneficial of incorporating. I mean, cities have so little natural light and so much electricity just going 24/7. We would save on so much of our resources if we pulled back in this way. In order to accomplish this goal, I would definitely set out a specific increase for the government funding for such projects. Solar power plants, electric factories or places that build the equipment to operate anything, whether it's a vehicle or maybe a factory or building utilities. Just increase the rate of production so we can get that across the country. It's such a giant perk because with my intentions behind it, a lot of influential places, organizations, states are going to get a lot of free solar panel upgrades and electric upgrades. You know, if we have way more electric cars, we can get rid of gas cars and save on gas for anything that might actually just still need it. Because it's going to be a process, right? It's going to take 5 to 10 years to really convert America fully electric or fully solar. And so throughout my 4 years, I'm going to be making a huge jump for it. You know, it's going to be like my huge down payment. You know, it's a huge down payment those first 4 years of me solidifying the importance of solar power and electric power. Which brings me into my third topic that is very much related, is I would deflate inflation. So when I say deflate inflation, I mean like change the value of our currency. Yes, I was actually having a bit of trouble explaining myself on this one. I kept stumbling over, so let's take a brief break and talk about some of my music releases. Let's take a moment to shout out my playlist. I release 3 new playlists every week. 2 of them, well, there's like a new one every week, and then one of them I just put in songs that are like totally bopping for the day, or like if I come up with a new song and I'm like, this is hot, I'll put it in immediately. And then I have one that's kind of like a week or 2 old, and then there's one that is refreshed every week. Anyways, the top music for every week is basically available on my account, so go check that out. Sometimes I have trouble just being fluid in this, and I'm just sitting here and talking, but it's okay. I believe where we left off was deflate inflation. So I have this idea. I don't know if it's genius, I don't know if it's not, but I feel like if we could dramatically reduce the amount of average resources, we can fix our inflation issue, right? We keep bringing up the price, but what if we reset inflation by dropping everything super low? Now, I'm not saying just, oh, like decrease prices, like it's that easy. Like there's resources that go around, it's very competitive, and that's why there's a specific price. I 100% get that. But at the same time, there was a time in American history where regular things were extremely cheap. Like everything was like under $1, right? And a few dollars was like a lot of money. You know, I want to get back to the point where $100 was like, you almost rich. I think that if we just dramatically drop the prices of everything, let people get as they need instead of making everyone struggle to put together a specific amount, we would solve our debt problem. We would also solve our like homelessness problem, our starvation problem. Because there are a lot of people who do have huge savings and can honestly afford to buy tons of things that they want. Honestly, this is a concept that I need to delve into deeper. I think it's genius, but like I said, I'm only 27. I can't actually run for president yet. So just keep this idea in mind and see where I'm going with it. The next thing is northern expansion. So, as you know, America is almost always trying to move south into Mexico territories, which I think is just so stupid. I mean, think about it. There's that little triangle of continent left, and they're just trying so hard to overtake it. For why? Like, leave it alone. Like, it is totally fine. My solution to that is expanding north. And shout out to the Great North, Family Guy style series that has an interracial couple. So yeah, check that out. I mean, when I think about expanding, I don't think about a hostile takeover. And that's America's problem, right? They're probably thinking, it's a war, let's go in, take over the country, go to their capital, do the absolute most. It's like, no, let's create a agreement to merge the countries. Canada with USA. And then we can be the united continent of America instead of Canada and United States of America, right? And leave the, like, that small little triangle alone. Like, no, you don't, we really don't need it. Like, to be honest, trying to stomp out that culture and race is just so annoying. Okay, I feel like that's what's going on. I hate to be the one to say it, but let's be honest. If we just created good business ties with Canada, we could expand north, incorporate their culture down south, and we would have an entire continent living in peace and harmony. It's it's bittersweet to say that America might be the best country in the world. I'm not saying it is, it definitely has its flaws, but it's definitely one of those top competitors. our immigration rates are off the charts, right? That's because we are a great place to live. I feel like I shouldn't have much of a say. I mean, I'm severely under trial.